Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are in our back garden to plant potatoes, a staple crop that can be found in most kitchens across the country. With a couple of simple tips and tricks, you yourself can have an abundance of potatoes with very little work, very little investment, and in a very short period of time. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into our garden and get this video started. Alright guys, well, tip number one is selecting the right variety of potato to plant. When I say right variety, I don't mean specific to your region, but specific to your objectives for what you're trying to get out of your garden. If you go to the grocery store right now, which is kind of the off season for potatoes, you're gonna see a wide spectrum of costs dependent on the variety of potato that you attempt to purchase. White potatoes are always gonna be the most inexpensive, while your specialty potatoes like Yukon or red potato are gonna be on the higher end of the spectrum. Today, I actually have two varieties that we're going to be planting, a red variety and a Yukon Gold variety. Right now, each of these potatoes are selling between anywhere from $8.99 to $12.99 for a 5-pound bag. Between these two sets of seed potatoes, which have already been cut up, these should produce several hundred pounds of potatoes here in my garden and will be enough to supply me for all of summer, fall, and a little bit into winter. That said, there are a couple of things that you have to consider. Dependent on your region, prices are going to be different. So make sure that you are looking at potato prices locally to you, and make sure that you're not selecting just the most expensive potato to grow for yourself. Make sure that you're selecting a potato that you're actually going to use. I see gardeners all the time go out and they pick what crops are the most expensive at the store to grow at home, and they're crops that they would never eat. So don't grow something you're not going to eat, grow what you like. So tip number one, check prices, check what you want to grow, and have a goal in mind for your garden. So what a lot of people forget is that potatoes grow underground. Yes, they're going to have green foliage above ground for the photosynthesis to take place, but the actual potatoes grow underground. And a lot of young people don't realize that, or especially people who are new to gardening. So soil is incredibly important. Potatoes like a slightly acidic soil pH level between 5 and 6.5, and it's easy to test your soil with a variety of different test kits which you can purchase from the store. Second, you need to make sure that you have a lot of rich organic matter. In the garden bed that we're planting in today, I've added in about 1/4 of a cubic yard of rich compost. This is full of worms, it has been fully broken down, and it is all ready for us to plant it. You're also going to want to avoid too much nitrogen. High nitrogen levels will give you big leafy green foliage that grows above ground, but it's going to result in very small potatoes, and that's something that hopefully if you're growing your own potatoes, you're going to want to avoid. Last but not least, you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping your soil moist and that you're watering it once every 2 or 3 days for that first couple of weeks. Now with that said, let's get into how to plant potatoes. So now that you have your soil prepared, the variety of potato that you want to grow selected, and you actually have your seed potatoes purchased, now you have to get them ready. And this is a process that takes about 2 to 3 days in total, and it's something that can be very overwhelming for a lot of people who've never grown them before, but I promise it's a lot easier than what you think. Everyone's seen a potato before. Right here is a perfect example, and I'm going to get up here and focus in on it. But as you can see right here, there's an eye on the potato, and most of the time that eye looks like this little dot right here. Once you get your seed potatoes selected, usually they've been stored in a cool place to keep this from starting, but you will want to put it inside your house and somewhere that is a little bit warm to encourage these to start to sprout out. Now we will look really close, and I can see if I can get this to focus in. You can see that there is some green that is starting to pop out on this. Now normally you are going to see a potato with several eyes on it, and in that instance you do want to cut the potato into different pieces so there is at least one eye on each piece. Now with that said, this here was probably 6 potatoes that have been cut up into probably about 30 different pieces, and that's for each variety that I'm growing. Once that's done, you're going to be ready to get them into the ground, and we'll go over to the garden here and I will show you what that looks like. Alright, so a few minutes ago I dug 2 trenches in here already. But all I'm going to do is go through and set the potatoes in that trench. The soil is slightly elevated again to give the plant some opportunity to grow underground. Once those potatoes are in the trench, I'm just going to cover them up, and it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Your potatoes are planted. Now I know it was kind of hard to see in the video there, but as I was planting the actual seed potato, I was barely covering it with a little bit of compost, just enough so I wouldn't see the seed potato. The reason behind that is because as the potato begins to grow and develop green foliage above ground, we are going to build that soil up around it just slightly, and we're going to continue that process as the plant grows. The reason behind that is because the tuber plant, or the actual potatoes that are growing underneath the ground, are going to grow at a very shallow level. By building it up, we're making it a lot easier when it comes time to harvest those potatoes. We can simply pull on the top of the plants and pull them out, and we're not digging through the hard clay soil that's been compacted down near the bottom. Additionally, it's going to save on water. By having our potato plant's root system closer to the surface, we don't have to as fully wet down the soil, conserving water here on our property. Now with that said, these plants here should sprout in about a week, week and a half. That's about 2 weeks before our last frost date. Potatoes will tolerate some pretty moderate frost, again, depending on the variety that you select, but they don't particularly like to be frozen for an extended period of time once they've really developed above ground. The ground freezes while the potatoes are still in it. That is perfectly fine. In fact, this bed here we had potatoes growing in 3 years ago. They sat kind of all winter after we'd harvested. Of course, you can't get all the potatoes out of the ground. You're going to miss some. And the next year, the entire bed filled with potatoes again. So we didn't actually have to reseed it. It grew perfectly fine on its own. Now, no, we didn't get as many potatoes that second year because most of them had been harvested, and we didn't cut them and equally space out the eye of the potatoes along growing beds, so they were kind of compacted down to areas that we missed, but they will still grow, and that's the secret here. Potatoes are incredibly easy as long as you plant them and you monitor them. There's not a lot of work. Again, water them that first couple of days. Other than that, you should be good. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd be happy to make any videos that include content for things that you guys have questions on. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. With that said, we're going to end today's video. Thank you guys for watching.